Hi, hello. I just thought I would come on, particularly as it's World Mental Health Day, and I just wanted to kind of say some things really about that. And through my lifetime, as many of you know, I've coached tens of thousands of children and now coach thousands of adults. And the times in my life where I have, I just thought I'd talk about this, times in my life where I have gone through kind of like doubting myself, when it's been other people who projected stuff onto me, and I really wanted to kind of talk about that, and about how in order to succeed sometimes, and it happens even right from the start from education, that we are kind of shamed for just being who we are, and that it's so endemic in the world, and I do think at the moment, particularly when I was young, I don't know, there wasn't this pressure to succeed. So, I mean, there probably was from my parents, right? I was a child, but I don't know. The shaming that can go on in societies is massive in terms of like mental health, and the perfectionism, and the way, particularly in education with children. I even see this now, even with someone that I know, with her two young children. They're not doing that right. She reprimanded her son because he hadn't said hello to me, and things like that. So we're shamed very early on, very quickly, for things that can affect us on the psychological and mental levels, and then we're, we think we have to be and act a certain way. And I, particularly myself, grew up in that kind of. I grew up in a society. I'm obviously much older than some of you here, but where you kind of did the right thing, said the right thing, very much that kind of culture. I wasn't really told off as a child by my parents, but there was a unwritten kind of rule about how to behave and that kind of thing. And so we can grow up with these belief systems and attitudes, and we see this all the time, and particularly in education, even like when the national curriculum came in, I think it was the kind of death knell of education for children. And that we were trying to clone these massive, like perfect children, and then the pressures on, and it's incredible how even like in education, the mental health of children is massively gone downhill due to the pressures, I think, particularly, and that's the fault of the education systems. It's not the fault of the children that they're so stressed. So this is Mental Health Day, and I ended up teaching kids to meditate under the radar for like 15 years just to calm them down. But me as a teacher, the amount of information and knowledge that's fired at children every day, and I would say even on social media, we need breaks from things. The human brain's not designed to be full blast all the time. And, I think it's crazy the way life is going at the moment, in industry and in jobs, and like not having lunch hours and that kind of thing. We are animals, and we ought to understand and accept that we're meant to move around. We aren't meant to daydream. There's actually been shown that even daydreaming is really good for us. But I just thought I'd come on kind of Mental Health Day, and I made a list. I don't know if any of you've seen it on my page, but I just thought I might read some of the ways. But I think shaming and pressure is massive, and it does start with the children and the families, really, particularly. Say what if you mess up for a day, and also in terms of like this culture of sharing feelings about things. There was this antidepressant society that came along, was that if you shared a feeling or you cried, that you needed an antidepressant tablet. And that was like 30 odd years ago, 40 years ago. And then people got addicted to these things, and but they're also kind of there are, all right, maybe people would need them at times. I'm not knocking that, but the fact that there are probably people that are on these tablets and have been on them for ages, and the effects that these tablets have on the body as well. So I don't know, and that's a kind of another thing, but. From my point of view and kind of who I've coached and things, I've never met a normal child in my life. I've never met a normal adult in my life, and we're all very different. So I kind of made a list of things. If you care to share this, it might help someone. So I've just written like breathe. Learn to learn your breath and breathe night and morning. That helps to center you. Know that everything passes. in time, everything. Your thoughts create your reality. Many of your thoughts aren't true. They're just stories that we tell in our heads. Stop judging yourself based on the past or a past, projecting your past into the future. We can often fear things based on just our perceptions of the past things. Be in the now, look around, observe objects, bring yourself into the environment. That centers you. I think kind of mindfulness, really, kind of knowing that people know that. Wear bright colours as well. That I've often found when I've worn bright colours, that's kind of changed my energy and made me feel very different. Know that every moment is a new moment. And walking in nature and eating vibrant food, healthy food, is great for us. So colourful foods, we're meant to be eating like rainbows. I don't mind sharing that my son got very ill and very depressed at university. And it's a massive reason why I wrote my book. His diet was absolute rubbish. And thank you, Lisa. I'll keep. So diet plays a massive importance in our mental health, and the diet of our gut, really, and our gut bacteria. Our bacteria, and what I know about it is that our bacteria in our gut plays massive amount of importance in terms of our brain health and our neurological and mental health. So if you eat rubbish, you are going to feel rubbish. And I think I know that when I don't eat well, but I'm massively into doing that. But I think it's something that we, particularly like boys, teaching children to cook really early is a massive part of what should be in education as well. And these kind of subjects and things have just been taken out of education, which is crazy. Here we go. What else have I said? So yeah, the past is gone. Focus on what you want to bring into your future. Make a list and read it every day. Your energy goes where your focus goes. Number 9, I wrote, you are not who you were yesterday. People can project their own stuff and shit onto you and label you, or, me too. We can label people, but people aren't who they were yesterday. They are completely new beings with completely new consciousness. And we all when we go to sleep at night, it's the whole idea of kind of going to sleep is that, our subconscious processes things. And we clear the slate. So I've often found we hold on to stories in our heads as well about people that we may have met in a moment in time when they might have been having some stuff going on. I find that particularly in families too. You can hold on to stories, and my God, that's happened in my family. But we can all do that. So we all have to kind of watch where we are. Yeah, mental health. No, everyone carries some deep shit around at some level. So anyone that's shamed you or blamed you, deep down they're tortured souls or wounded souls at some level. And they've grown up with stuff in their life, maybe from their childhood, belief systems, experiences, etc., that brought them to their state or their judgments and that kind of thing. Stop trying to be perfect. You will drive yourself mad trying to be that perfect person. Embrace your here we go. Embrace your wobbly bits. Embrace your crooked teeth, your flabby bum, your stretch marks. They make you who you are. You've earned them through bloody sweat and tears. Love your body. Tell it you love it. It will hear you. And I think that's really true, actually. I did that in yoga, and I thought it was mad and wacky, actually. About 10 years in yoga, we actually had a practice where we were going with our faces, love a beautiful face. And I'm not being funny, but I kind of thought I was looking younger after it. It definitely worked on some level. So if you just every day just tell your body that you love it. We are just cells. And that's the same with children. I mean, I programmed so many children by just telling them how special they were and how wonderful they were every day. And I went around all these schools in the end, and I felt it was a calling to do it in the end. Here's a story for you. There was one woman one day, headmistress, and I'd gone in like doing some locum work, and she was screaming at these children, absolutely screaming. And she said to me, "You won't last a moment." And I thought, oh, okay, I might even walk out. I was scared of her. And so I sat at the front and I started whispering to these children, it's so lovely to be here. I'm just so pleased I'm here. And the little faces that had looked terrified started to kind of smile, and so, you know, we are energy. What we put out is what people feel, and, you know, we're energetic beings. So even telling that to yourself every day in the mirror, you know, I love myself. You're doing a great job in the mirror. You know, Louise Hay talks about that in mirror work. You know, you're lovable, you're wonderful, you're doing a good job, keep going, you know, that kind of thing. Here we go. Right, so where am I up to? You're a divine being here at this moment for some big reason that maybe you have not even realized yet. You know, that might help someone that's going through a hard time. You know, everything changes. Love you, love your imperfections. You are unique. Don't try and clone yourself. Just be you. Do something different every day. Every change starts with a step. You manifested on this planet at this time. That was the hard bit. Stop and look around. Staring at a screen every day, all day, will not help you. Move every single day, multiple times, in fact. The more upright you are, they've actually shown that and proved that. The more upright you are, and when you're walking, you're actually looking at the horizon and the sky. So when you're if you're feeling in a sad mood, if you actually look up, they've actually shown that even that will change your mental state as well. Where am I going? Let's have a look. Sing, dance like a man or woman, just because you like it. Shake out that negative energy. I mean, yoga is great. Shaking, dancing. I love dancing, that kind of thing. You know, your body holds energy. So showering, salt baths, great. Change your state. Watch funny movies. You cannot think of sad thoughts and be smiling at the same time. Reach out. Do not isolate yourself. Go to a cafe. Be around people. If you know, we're humans who need to be around people. Go and serve or join a charity, volunteer. Build your self-esteem little by little. Service takes the focus off yourself, and it helps. Even I know that. I went through a divorce and I helped a charity after that, and that was just an amazing time. Buy a pet. You get unconditional love from a pet. Might help. Or even a goldfish, who knows. Reach out to your family. Whatever you've gone through in the past, there's always a moment for reconciliation and forgiveness. Be brave. Send love. Everything is healed with love. The past does not have to be the future. Time heals. Hurt people hurt people. Know that everyone is flawed at some level. Know other people's comments come from their own wounding. Be the higher light. Be conscious in all that you say to yourself and think and all you do. Make a list of all the things that bring you joy. Get silly and play. I've always found that if I do that, just completely let go and go and do something that's just, you know, like painting, creating, dancing, go out in nature particularly, or just do something silly, but also changing things too can kind of shift you out of a negative state as well. So I just thought I'd make a list, and I just thought I would do that today. It might help someone. And my book is around. It's available on Amazon. If you care to share this video, that would be fabulous. Appreciate that. And I hope you're having a really lovely day. And I'm going out for another walk because it's beautiful here today. And sometimes we get so busy in our heads that we forget to see what's completely around us and in nature. So I'm sallyjfrancis.com. I'm around for readings and coaching and EFT and soul plans and anything else. I don't know. I'm reinventing myself at the moment, so watch this space. I'm still writing my second book, but take care. Lots of love, and bye for now. And hope you're having a lovely day. Take care. Bye.